He's accused of killing his in-laws in their Colbert home last week. Court documents show triple murder suspect Roy Murray suffered from PTSD. And now local veterans coping with PTSD are speaking out, wanting to clear the air that just because you have PTSD does not make you a threat to the public. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for the special edition of KXLY 4 News as we make way for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Roy Murray was arrested last week for the murders of Spokane Fire Lieutenant Terry Canfield, his wife Lisa, and her son John Constable. KXLY 4's Caiti Currey working for you now with the reality of coping with PTSD. Caiti?
Nadine, the VA here in Spokane treats 600 to 700 veterans a year with PTSD. Doctors say many of these people are our neighbors, our friends, who are living meaningful and productive lives.
In war, you're always on the defense, in survival mode.
You're on all the time. Adrenaline is coursing through your system 24/7 when you're on deployment.
The high intensity of a deployment can make settling back into everyday life at home a challenge.
PTSD starts with a trauma, something so horrifying, something so awful that it just won't leave you alone.
Common side effects are nightmares, irritability, substance abuse, exclusion, and change in outlook.
I want to be really clear about one thing. PTSD does not cause violence.
Dr. Quinn Bastian is a Navy veteran and the chief of behavioral health at Spokane VA Medical Center. He says there is no research that links violence to PTSD.
As someone who works for the VA trying to help veterans every day, it deeply disturbs me when PTSD is brought up whenever there's a tragic event in the community. PTSD does not cause violence. We know that there are risk factors that cause violence, and PTSD is not high on the list.
It's those misconceptions that can prevent people from seeking help, something that for many veterans and soldiers is hard enough to ask for.
I know that part of what we're trained to do is to take care of business, to take care of ourselves, to push through problems and to create solutions. So our service members, when they come back, that's what they're used to doing. They're not used to asking somebody else to help them with something that they feel should be their own responsibility.
We support our troops overseas when they are in harm's way fighting the enemy. It's important to support them at home through the recovery while fighting a different kind of battle.
There are many different ways to seek help for PTSD. Some good starting points are the Spokane VA Medical Center, your primary care provider, and the Veterans Outreach Center in Spokane Valley. And we will have all of this information listed on our website at KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane tonight, Caiti Currey, KXLY 4 News.